Hey guys, we're just going to do a quick follow-up video from the last Palworld dedicated server videos. A lot of people in my comments asked me questions on how to start your server, how to go to your server, how to do all that. So I'm going to show you real quick. If you followed every step in the last video, you'll end up back here. And the main thing you're wondering, like you'll have the server startup. The main thing you're wondering is where do I find the way to join my server? So first thing you do is open up a command prompt on here and type in ipconfig because you're going to need your IP. It'll show your IP on here. After you type this command in, it'll show your IP on here. You need your IP. So once you get your IP, you'll start up Palworld, right? You'll go to join multiplayer game and you'll place your IP here. So you'll remove this. If your IP is already here, that's great. If it's not, you'll just remove all this, put your IP here, and then make sure you have 8211. You need to have 8211. That's support for your own server. It's always the same. 8211. Once you do this once, you won't have to do it again, and then you'll be able to connect and join your own server, and that'll be it. Pretty simple, super simple. If you follow this step by step in last video, all you need is just to get your IP, put 8211 here, you'll join, everything should be fine. The server is based off your own computer, so if you don't have the best rig in the world, it's not going to run the best, and the more people have, it's only going to get harder to run. So I recommend having a good computer for that method. But if you don't want to use that method, you can use Byte servers, which is a server hosting website for Palworld. Highly recommend it. That's what I use for my personal content server. I'm going to show you right now my personal content server, and what I use is Byte server, Berry Byte. It's also Byte servers, but Berry Byte is extremely amazing server hosting. I use them for Palworld. I use them for Minecraft. Extremely amazing. I'm going to show you right now how it works. It works perfectly fine. If I have a pretty good computer rig, so I could run it off mine, but I personally use Byte servers because it runs flawlessly. Like, I tried doing it on my computer and it was okay, but the more of my friends I got in here, it got pretty rough. But using Byte servers, it's amazing. Like Berry Byte, great server hosting company, never had any problems, quick responses to support. Anything goes wrong, look, there's already other people on here playing right now. On the Minecraft server I have, also runs flawlessly, everything's great. So I highly recommend using Berry Byte. I'm going to go show you right now. All you gotta do is use my creator code. It'll give you 20% off, and it'll make it extremely cheap. It's already cheap now, but it'll make it even cheaper than it already is. It'll just go to use my creator code, use my link in the bottom. It'll take you right to Berry Byte. You can choose whatever you want to host. We're talking about Power, so we'll go to Power hosting. You'll go here, and then this is all the packages they have. This is extremely great package, extremely affordable. This land ball is literally, if you're just playing with you and your friends, that's all you need. If you use it with my credit code, this will probably be about roughly $3-4. Super cheap, super affordable, and this will run the server flawlessly. Once you do it, I'll show you like what it looks like after you already purchased it and everything. But extremely cheap, extremely affordable, probably $3-4 my credit code. If you're planning on running a server with more than 8 people, roughly 8 people, like a bunch of friends and even just like randoms, I recommend getting a higher package. These are all flawless packages, all work great. So this Captivia is probably the best one for your money. You can put any amount of people in there, up to 32. That's what Palworld lets. You can run 32 people flawlessly with this. And yeah, so if you're just doing it with your friends, I recommend Lambo. But if you plan on playing with a lot more people, and I recommend either of these two, flawless packages. With my credit code, this is super cheap, maybe 20. This would be roughly $20, roughly around like $12 to $14, and then this would be like $3-4. Extremely cheap. Just use credit code NotKingty. You can use my link, and yeah, flawlessly. So once you get your server from Berry Byte, you would just go to, they'll give you a link in your email, and then after you get your link in email, you can run your server. You'll just go here, and then this will be your server. This is my server. Personally, it's already running. There's already people playing on it. You have your files here. It shows you all these files that you want to edit, and you'll go here to like change like what's going, like you'll go to default Palworld settings. You can change everything in here, and this will change how the server runs, how, like when you go into Palworld and change the difficulty and all that, you do it here. You'd go here and change all that. If you want to know like the values and stuff, I recommend opening Palworld and returning to title. I'm already in the game. So this is the easy way to do it. I recommend just going to start game, create a new world. Doesn't matter what it's called. Just go to custom settings. This is all the settings here. You will just go to whatever difficulty you want and then just read these values, and then you can just go here and then edit these values based on that, and then you just click save content and then start your server. Runs perfectly fine. Everything's great. I highly recommend Berry Byte. Great server hosting, and I appreciate them for sponsoring this video. And just use my code NotKingty at the bottom. It'll be in the description. Everything will be in the description. And yeah, so just a quick follow-up. That's all you got to do. Just follow everything in the first video, and then once you get, after you do all that, in case if you missed it, all you need is your IP. You just get your IP. Let's go back and show you guys again. You would just get your IP. You would put your IP here and put 8211 and then start, and that will start your own server. But if you want to go down the server hosting route, which is a better route that I highly recommend instead, because hosting on your computer will be very hard to do, and a lot of people won't be able to do that. I recommend the server hosting route, super cheap and affordable. Do it from Berry Byte, and then once you do it from Berry Byte, you can make it a community server. If you don't want to be a community server like mine's is, you can make a private server. You can easily just put a password on it, make it a private server, and you can have your friends join. Just give them the password, and then yeah. So highly recommend Berry Byte. Great server hosting, and everybody who watched the first video, I appreciate all of you. Appreciate everybody who watched this video. Appreciate everybody who supports me. And yeah, there'll be more Palworld content coming soon. And when I'm streaming, I'll let anybody who wants to join on my content server while I'm streaming.